the forgiveness that we have that that we can utilize on a daily basis through our heart. And you unlock a lot of this power yourself all day by just letting things go and I always forget to shut my phone down during class, so I apologize, guys. Invariably, someone likes to call me. Well, I'm class. So I have to put do not disturb on here. All right. So, but anyway, this forgiveness that we're talking about here, I wrote a bunch about it the other day. I mentioned it to one of my friends, and it's really at the heart of Qigong, because once you're able to forgive yourself, you're able to forgive and heal your body, your physical body, and then your emotional body, and then your spiritual body. So it has to start somewhere. And I think the first step is forgiveness. And when you forgive others, allow them the chance to purify not only their energy, but also your own. And forgiveness, maybe you can't physically forgive them verbally, or some reason that you can't forgive, but you should allow that feeling to move through you, that chance of purification, right? So love ceases to be really an abstraction and becomes more action, right? When we can do that forgiveness. So we're going to work on that today. We're going to do some of the spiraling movements that we typically do in Qigong. I want to talk a little bit about forgiveness and bringing out that old energy and just continuing this this love that we have and the forgiveness that accompanies it, right? So get your water, and we're going to move some chi in a loving, forgiving way today. And it's let me I kind of wanted to just go over some of the few things I wrote about it. So we were just talking a little bit about that. Sometimes you can't forgive someone. Maybe you created this negative impact on someone, and it's something you need to forgive within yourself. The other person already forgave you, but you can't seem to forgive yourself for it, right? You just keep ruminating over it and living in the past on that. And we actually talked about that yesterday. And you create a negative impact on yourself more than on that other person created that negative action for. And if we own this, we apologize, we make amends, and then that effort begins. And then either that person can accept our apology or not. And honestly, sometimes there's nothing to do. Sometimes we're given an exact step to do. You know, we know the remedy to the situation for our forgiveness, right? And then it makes it so much easier for us to begin that spiraling motion of forgiveness in our body. Because a lot of times we don't do that within ourselves. And many times we end up over apologizing sometimes. I know I do that with my daughter because she doesn't seem to want to accept my apology. She doesn't think, well, it's not genuine. Sorry. I'm like, take a deep breath, Mom. But it should be genuine. She apparently doesn't think it is. And so I am trying to figure out how to make it more genuine with my daughter, but it should be genuine. And you shouldn't just do it to make someone feel better. So sometimes I do. I have to say I probably do make it because I shouldn't be discussing this, but she kind of is wanting that apology. You know, like, you hurt my feelings. I need that apology. And but you shouldn't just do it to make someone feel better. It has to be genuine. And it's never a good thing to apologize for something that we have not done, right? Maybe you didn't do anything, but You're just one of those, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. There was nothing to even be sorry about. I was one of those too, and I kind of still am, but that itself erodes your self-esteem. You don't want to do that. You don't want to try to control it. It's best to say nothing at all. And so it'll be manipulative if you do, and you're only apologizing to get an outcome. And so I'm trying to understand that with my daughter when she's saying that, but she asks for apology every other minute. I shouldn't go there. That's pretty funny. She's a single millennial, and they are really introspective, if you ask me. So they have a lot of feels. So I am there with them. I'm a mother of 6 children, so I have to spread out my feels, and I can't let them bother me as much. I completely and utterly let go. So that's part of this forgiveness process in your body, is that you completely and utterly let go. And when you do apologize to someone, you do that. You do it for yourself, and you honor your part in the conflict. You know, maybe you started it, maybe you were just part of it, and maybe you helped end it. But we're all in this chaos that we feel we need to have some release of. And we're in this entanglement. And when we forgive, we do it for ourselves more than anything, to release this entanglement within our body. And it can get stuck in here. It gets entangled and it gets placed in our body. And we have no clue where it is in our body, sometimes if we're really in tune, or how the other person reacted right to that tension that we had. We have no idea where they took it off into their body. And we can only control how we react. We can't control how someone else reacts. So I guess I'm going to end this with saying that don't try to, control your forgiveness. Let it flow. Let it feel natural. Let it spiral out. We're going to do some spiral movements here today. We're going to bring out that old energy. We're talking about that past energy. We're going to let it flow. And we're going to do a movement called Parting the Horse's Mane. And it's by our heart center. And it really helps to release this pent up tension that we create in our heart. And a lot of it just goes right to our heart energy. So let us get ready here. I did a lot of talking already. I'm going to do a short class again today. I'm still healing my femoral nerve. But we are going to move some chi here and just do a short little class. And we talked a little bit about forgiveness, and when we move our body, we create this movement. So love knows how to move, how to move within our body, right? Let me just a minute. I think I wasn't quite. There we go. All right. Oh. So now let's just do some of our breathing. One hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. We're going to just do this wave breathing. We talked about this a little bit yesterday in our breath work. So you want your breath to start in your belly, and then it rises up to your ribs, up to your chest, and then exhale, chest, ribs, and belly, all the way out. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. In this Wu Chi posture, feet planted on the ground, shoulders soft. armpits open, feel grounded, like you're kind of sitting on a little bar stool a bit, knees slightly bent. So this is your diaphragm, intercostal chest where your heart sits. So it takes this nice full deep breath. It's a nice and a very light, nice long exhale. Release it through your ribs and into your belly. Feel it like you're just pushing in your quad, you call it. You're tucking that. You're lifting up a tiny bit as you're breathing. And then you exhale, your body just naturally floats down. All right, so let's do some movement now. Let's get our hands up. And we're going to have our hands cross over as we come up here. And our palms are going to touch here. And it's soaring eagle. And cross the palms. We're going to inhale just a tiny bit more there and then exhale. Back down here. So feel your body light here and lift up. All the way up and cross our hand. Inhale more, and exhale. Now this next time, as we inhale, we're gonna bend and stretch to one side. Nice full deep breath, and then let's stretch to one side. Feel that stretch, those liver, kidney, spleen meridians opening up, and then exhale. Time. We're exploring the edges of our breath right now. Getting the top of our breath. Inhale more. Get a little bit more stretching here. Take a little bit more sips of breath here. A little bit more. Get to that top of that breath and then exhale. Feel that nice intercostal stretch. Okay, let's just do it one more time. Deep breath in. Hands over. Press the palms. Nice stretch to each side. And exhale. Really good job. Oh, hands come down. Relax your body. All right, we're just going to do a little waterways now. We're just going to drop into the present moment. Some harsh with our twist the waist. We're just tuning into our chi and clearing out whatever mental perceptions that we have that get in the way. So we're trying to clear more today rather than bring energy in. So we're returning to the moment at peace, relaxation, and balance. So how do you return to the moment? You put your attention on something that's happening right now. The arm movement you have, the sensation you have of the air going through your arms. Slow it down. Attention on your feet and your soles of your floor. Now just bring it internally. How do your shoulders feel as they move? How do your hands feel? Take a nice slow deep breath. We're going to just do this a little deeper inside. Come from your center, move from your hips and waist, your neck and shoulder, and your back is released. Sense this as an unwinding, like an unwringing of a rag. You are this rag that accumulated all this nasty crap sink. Right now, just in all that stagnant energy just left in your body. It's not necessary. It's not released. Okay, so now we're going to take our right hand across our chest. We're really going to lay it out. So take this hand And we're going to take this hand and move this across. And this hand, and we're going to bring it out and bring our finger down and push it down like this, right? And then we're going to take our hand out, bring it up, and then twist around. And we're going to spiral around and then twist and look over your left shoulder. And then come back around. And then just wash then this beautiful, lovely light down onto our center. And the other side, come across. And so you cross across your chest with your left hand, bring it spiral, turn over that left shoulder, left thumb down, turn a little further, look up, look over your shoulder, relax, breathe in. Now bring that left hand up, spiral, and we're just going to spiral here with your hips and waist, twist your hand, twist here with your pinky, wring it out, and come back, and you're pouring all this lovely fresh energy down into your heart center. It would just ring out, right? Do it again. Oh, I had a burp, that's a good thing. Turn to the right, thumb down, really stretch that thumb, spiral a little bit, wring that out, feel that breath, take the right hand up, we're going to twist and spiral, and take your finger and twist that heart meridian, look over that left shoulder, twist, now come back over to the center and pour that lovely white light over. Left hand by the chest, cross, spiral. Left arm, turn, look over your shoulder. A little bit more. And turn and spiral. Bring your hand up over your head. Spiral. And bring it down. And bring it to the left pinky finger. Bring it out. And back over. I was a little preemptive there. I was ready to bring it right down, and I wasn't quite ready. So these spiraling movements really help our tendons, ligaments, all the invigorating that we need as we're pouring this lovely energy down, and we're kind of bringing that rag out, you know, and we dip it in and bring it out. So what these spiraling movements do is bring all that stagnant energy out. We're going to do a little chi massage now. So this helps wash our meridian lines, and it really just helps all of our meridians wake up. So you put one hand over the other. You're going to put here, one hand here, and then you're going to put a hand here. So we're just going to, these are the yang meridians, and we're gliding our hands over these meridians, and then we're going to come up around and then over our head and down the back of your neck. Now those yang meridians go down the back of our meridians, so we're going to take the energy down through our ribs and slide it down to the backs of our legs, all the way to the floor, and then you come back up onto your toes here, and we're going to drop that energy down. Ha! That's a complicated one, huh? That's how we clear all this energy out. We just cleared all that energy out we no longer need. So now we're going to do the yin meridian, start the inside of the leg, and we're going to go up the inside, right through the very center of our body. Bring this up. Now the inside of our arm here. So each palm is on the inside of the arm here, and hands up over the head, hand up over the toes, and so we just cleansed our yin and yang meridians. So here's the shoulders. We're doing the yang, up over the head, down the back of the neck, ribs, down outside the legs, back of the legs. Now up onto your toes and release. Now let's do the inside of the leg, up the inside of the yin meridian, through the meridians here to the chest, inside here of the arms, up over the toes, and let that go. bring that energy out. This yang meridian really helps to release tension in the back of the head and the neck. Let's do it one more time here. So up on your hands, bring it up over your head, bring it inside of the arms, up here, over your hand, over your neck, down the inside. And lift up. Oh. So that was a little more challenging, but it's a really nice way to relax all those yin and yang meridians. We just woke up both of those meridians, even though you didn't know really what you were doing. You don't need to do many of them, but it really helps to, if you can feel both sides of your tingling on like you have a halfway here and both sides of your body. So let's get it balanced here, and we're just gonna do some breathing. Lift your hands up and release through your mouth. Breathe in your nose. Release through your mouth. This improves the circulation through our upper back and our neck. And this is whatever is weighing heavy in our heart is being released right now. Say that nice big heart sound. Releasing that heart meridian. A couple more times here. Nice deep breath in. Release that heart energy. Whatever doesn't serve you, bring it out. Slow it down just a bit. Take a nice deep breath, relax. Let's bring our feet a little closer together. All right, hands by the heart. We're gonna press the knuckles of our thumbs into the center of your chest, your sternum. This is a really good CB17. It's a acupressure point for emotional balance. So if you ever need some emotional balance, find that center, find that where it kind of that feeling there, and then push and then breathe. Just gonna breathe into that. Release some of that emotional energy. Just breathe to that release. So next we're going to take our fingers up, bring your hands up, and look up and back, and take your hands, and we're gonna bring our hands up, back, squeeze your buttocks, and come back, and then bring them up. Inhale here, exhale down, back down, knees never over the top of your toes. Reach up, exhale, come down. Squeeze that energy out. Reach up, reach back, down, squeeze. Reach up, reach back, squeeze. Relax when you come back in, and just with that release time out. All right, and then come down. All right, let's take our hands up over the head, up onto your toes. Just, we're raising the bubbling spring. We're connecting to the energy of our body. This is the water element coming forward. And then we're just going to slowly come down. And then we're just going to do a little side stretch here. Press to your palm and breathe here. Breathe into this stretch. Nice breath here. Just breathe. You feel it elongate a little bit further as you breathe into it. Into that stretch, and come back to the center. Let's go to the other side. Breathe into it. Nice side stretch. Press your palms. Breathe into it. Nice breath. It's really good. That's where your liver meridian is. Now let's take our hands out shoulder height. Just drop your shoulders down a bit. Straighten your elbows. Just gonna do some head and circle movements, just some real relaxing. I want you to spread your fingers out. So spread that meridian, those meridians in your fingers. And we're just gonna do some releasing of our head and neck. So just gently drop your shoulder, drop your head to your chest, and then just drop your neck around and circle around. And so it's moving through all the meridian lines of the head and neck to look around the room. The other way. Just going to look 3 times, 1 times the other way. All right. So now we're going to take our hands were out this way. We're going to take our hand now, and our fingers are going to be out straight. And we're just going to do some stretches. I want your elbows kind of straight. And we're just going to do a stretch here to each side. Come out here and out off to the other side. And relax when you come to that center. So a lot of tension's being released here because we're holding up our hands, and then we come to the center, release, it releases. All right, let's relax our hands for a moment. We're just gonna just relax them for just a minute, let some of that blood flow come down to our hands. And we're just gonna have our hands go up now a different way. Our thumb is gonna go the opposite way. And we're just gonna now press our finger more through, and we're gonna activate the lung meridian. So take your stretch under your armpit. And then just little circles under your armpit. Feel that thumb, stretch that thumb out, and then bring your head to the center, over to the other side, and then just little circles at your armpit. Feel that heart stretch from your shoulder down, your fingertips. Feel that energy. All right, let's bring it back to that heart. Now let's center and that energy that we have. Just released. Now we're going to get our digestive organs involved here. We're going to do that same knee bend we just did. We're going to take our fingers and interlock and reach up, stretch, lengthen, and then sink down. Here. This is really good for our digestion. To the energy that will connect the sympathetic nervous system to create this lovely energy. All right, hands down to the sides. All right. Now, let's take this energy, let's carry it up through our bodies, and let's raise the bubbling spring. So just lift up your toes. Just lift it up here for a moment. Feel that bubbling spring raise up, then come back down. And then we're going to do a side stretch again. And feel that stretch. Nice deep breath into those ribs. To the side. All right, hands down. And now we're going to stretch the yang meridian. So I want we were doing the yin meridian there. Now we're going to have our fingers down, our fingertips down, thumbs and fingers touching. And we're just going to do ear to the shoulder again, like we did before. But before our thumbs were out, and that was yin energy. Now we're manipulating the yang. All right, now bring your hands down. Now feel the energy going down the outside of your arms, the outside meridian pathways of your arms. That's the yang energy. Let's try it again. Bring your arms up. And we're going to just have the same fingers, but they're pointing forward. But you're going to give a little stretch here, right in that same meridian stretch. We're just going to do our head to our ear to shoulder. Just relax. So into these stretches. Nice little stretch. And up, and now arms down. Often you can feel tingling on the inside because we stretched and strengthened everything, the structure here of our arms. So let's try one more. Now we're going to rotate your fingers behind. So hands behind, ear to shoulder, just breathe into it. Up over to the other side. Just breathe into it. Stretch, head up. Now, palms down. Relax. Oh, how did that feel? That really unlocks a lot of the tension that we have in our upper back and neck that are impeding our heart energy, our forgiveness that we have within our body. So let's ground and center for a moment and gather all this lovely energy that we have and spiral it back in. So what we're going to do, place your palm and your feet can be shoulder width apart. And I'm just going to gather all this lovely energy in. Gathering. We released all this emotional tension from our heart. The universe knows it, and it wants to fill our cup up now with new potential. Right? New love that is pouring in. This beautiful light light. Your eyes. Breathe into this. It's yours for the taking. This is your time, space. Till you take your last breath. It's yours to do whatever you'd like with. I'm glad you're spending it seeing the meaning. Because this is a way to move your chi and have a good stay. So let's just do a bamboo in the wind. Let's check in our body. No. Start at your bones. Spirit. Is here to help. And it will you out. To mingle with art and create new potential, new forgiveness. Think about how you could forgive yourself and others today. Set information to benefit your body, your mind, your spirit. Thank you so much for joining me today. I think we had a great class. Grab some water. And as usual, take this time today to enjoy and, move some chi, right? Go out there, move some chi, really understand how chi is moving in your body. And once you do that, um, you're just going to have a great day every day. So thanks for joining me today. If you have any questions, I see there's students there. So let me know. Today we worked on our heart. We talked about forgiveness, and it just is a nice release, right? So anyway, I am glad that you could join me today, and we will be back here tomorrow